lovely people, how are you doing? I hope you're doing beautiful well wherever you are. Welcome back to my channel. If you're watching me for the first time, my name is Tina, and on this channel I discuss on how to enhance lifestyle. I also discuss on gender related information and I give counseling. But today we'll be looking at who you want to be during this COVID-19. It's going to be looking at tips to help you live a better life during this time of coronavirus pandemic. And before we go into that, I want to say a very big thank you to all my returning subscribers. Thank you for always making our time to watch my videos. Thank you for your comments in the comment section. They are so encouraging. And if you've not subscribed, if you're watching me for the first time, please do well to touch the red subscribe button down as you're watching this video and be part of what I do. Also touch the bell button there on so you'll be aware whenever I post a new video and not miss out on interesting topics like this. Let's go on to what we have for today. Yes, in these times of COVID-19, there are a lot of things going on. A lot of things have changed from the way they used to be. We are now living in a time of new normal. So we're going to be looking at several zones that people live in and how to help them live better, no matter where you are, no matter the condition where you are. Now, the first zone that people find themselves is the fear zone. This is a zone or the area where people live in so much fear. They live based on information that they come across, information that people pass to them, information that are all over in the internet. This information all could be false. All right, okay, now the first thing in this fear zone is you see people grabbing toilet paper, grabbing food items, grabbing medication that they may not even need. This is very open. Everyone sees it. When you go to supermarket to get something, you see people. I was wondering when I noticed this, I was thinking that maybe the first symptom of this COVID-19 should be running stomach. Yes, from the way I saw people grabbing toilet tissues, when the thing first came to Hamburg here, I thought that the first symptom should be running stomach. But at the last, I noticed that even running stomach is not even a major symptom that you see when you have this COVID-19. So why do people go on to grab toilet tissues? It got to a point to where in supermarkets there are left out notes indicating the number or quantity of tissues that is pertaining to one person, that an individual is eligible to buy. People were grabbing it to a point where people who needed it could not even find it. So why would you go on to grab toilet paper? Why would you go on to grab medications? Why would you go on to grab a lot of food items that may even expire in your possession that you do not need? This is an indication that individual is living in fear, that usually living in uncertainty, in worry and anxiety of what is going to happen, that he or she may not even be able to say at that point, but things that doing some of these things will help this individual out. People also go on to spread emotions related to fear and anger. When it got to a point where the vaccine was out, there are a lot of news, even as of now, concerning the vaccine, that when you get them, you have this reaction, you could start flying in the air, all kind of fantasies, all kind of things that look absurd and odd. But all of these do not come to play when you see people who really have this COVID-19. You see people suffering with this disease. Alright, so when you begin to spread some news that you get from people that you have not even verified, news that will arouse fear, news that will arouse worry, anxiety in people, this is very unhealthy. Ensure that before you can be able to spread any news that will arouse emotions like fear and anxiety and worry in people, that you have verified this news, that they are true, they are trustworthy, they are facts. Do not spread news that are false. This point is very funny but true. Notice that people go about complaining of uncertainty, of unsafety in their environment. They make this a frequent or consistent habit to go on complaining to whoever they see that people are not cooperating with the rules and regulations of COVID-19. Alright, but you have to look at yourself. Start with you. Start with your family. Start with your friends, people who are close to you. When you start, maybe you are the ones they are looking at. Maybe you are the one that they want to see doing something. They look up to you. They trust you with good virtues. Alright, so start by protecting yourself. Doesn't matter what news you're getting. Doesn't matter whether you think it is real or not. Protect yourself. Avoid social gatherings that are not necessarily important. Alright, there are a lot of things that should be avoided for now, like hugging and shaking. discussing with someone who doesn't have this mask for more than 15 minutes. These are things that you should ensure that you as an individual start doing it. Washing your hands regularly is very important. Even before COVID-19, you notice that people wash their hands regularly. Not necessarily that they're coming from the toilet. This is a regular habit that you should maintain if you want to live healthy. Alright, so ensure that you continue washing your hands with soaps and disinfect your hands if you do not have availability of soap and water when you are. Instead of complaining that look at what they are doing, look at them garden, look at them laughing, look at them hugging, look at what have you done? Are you putting on your mask? Are you washing your hands? Are you doing what you should do? Are you distancing yourself? Are you still found in every gatherings? Are you still refusing to obey certain rules and regulations in your area to help people live healthy? Alright, so comply with this rule. Maybe you're the one people are looking up to. So when you comply, things will fall into place. Start with yourself, start with your family. We're going to be looking at a different zone, which I titled the learning zone. This is a zone where you are supposed to unlearn the old things you know, because things are no longer the way they used to be. There's a new normal. So those ways of doing things, you must shake people when you see them, you must hug your relations, you must attend every gathering, you must be present everywhere, talking to people. So there are certain things that you must unlearn and learn new ones just for the moment to live healthier, because sometimes some people have cases scenarios where not even them got this. So when you imbibe these rules in your family members, in your close friends, relations, they are safe, you are safe. Some people have this in their family because children got it from school, they got it from work, they got it from a lot of gatherings, a lot. So the first thing is that you unlearn the old ways of doing things. There are a lot of things that have changed. There are rules and regulations that are available concerning this COVID-19, washing of hands, maintaining social distancing, avoid close contact with people. You do not speak with someone close by for more than 15 minutes without your mask. No hugging, no shaking of hands. No, do these things to live healthy, at least for the moment. Then the next point that you should do in this learning zone is to stop consuming what hurts you. Yes, these things that hurt you could range from foods, could range from news. Okay, so there are a lot of news that are going on. They could be so true, they could be so untrue. If they are untrue and they hurt you, stop consuming them. Whatever you're getting them from newspapers, magazines, televisions, avoid watching those things because they hurt you and they are so untrue. And they are food items that you're consuming. Someone say, the moment you squeeze out the liquid from this leaf and you are able to consume it, forget it, you are just covered for this whole COVID-19. If you are not sure of this liquid from this leaf, you have a head. Some people have allergies, they're not even aware. Until you consume this liquid from this food, you begin to have these reactions. No medical practitioner has certified this leaf to be able to stop the effect or contamination of this disease, and you are going into consumption of this liquid. It is not good for your health. Just consume this medication and then you are safe, you and your family are safe. Who said? Who verified it? How sure are you? Where is it coming from? Is it coming from the World Health Organization? What is the basis or the backup messages or the backup notes concerning this medication? Is it a worldwide notified thing? Alright, we are looking at how to stay safe in this period of COVID-19. When someone comes up with a liquid, with a medication concoction, it could be people are consuming agbo. This, if you're in the western part of Nigeria or even in the east, the people carry it along. They say that once you consume this bitter mixture of this leaf and certain herbs, barks of leaf of trees, then you are covered. Those things are not set. Those things are not going to help you. Instead of going on to consume things that you're not even aware of, why not obey certain rules and regulations like washing of hands regularly? Why not distance yourself from social gatherings? You must not attend every social gathering. Why not instant these rules and regulations in your family members? No hugging, no talking with people for over 15 minutes without their mask. Why not wear your mask regularly? Some people have their mask or their teeth in certain gatherings, sit on televisions. Why not wear this mask, covering your nose and your mouth? This is necessary for your own good and for your own health, because when you are safe, your family is safe. Alright, one person can get this thing and spread it to the whole members of the family, even the community at large. So instead of going on to consume what you don't know, someone said that this with this one, once you just shake it 3 times and then have you not noticed this bitterly? Once you just shake this Well, just shake it early in the morning, no food, and it's very dangerous. Whatever you're consuming early in the morning without food and it's not certified by a medical practitioner, you should be very beware of these things. Who said it is going to be able to stop the infection? Who said is people are just coming up with a lot of things in their homes, spreading this news. So these foods, these emotions, these news that hurt you, that are not beneficial concerning this infection that is going on, you are not going to consider because they are not true and they hurt. The next thing in this learning zone that you should become aware of your emotions. Some people have fear that they just breed within them concerning this COVID-19, things that are so untrue, things that are uncertainty, things that bring up fear and worry. You should identify those things. What are the things that make you so scared of this disease? What are the things that make you so uncomfortable? What are the things that leave you in a corner concerning this? Identify those things, write them down, and find out ways to tackle and solve these things to help you live better in this time. The next thing is that you should be aware of the situation and know how to act. Think of how to act. When you identify things that are keeping you in a corner, things that leave you in fear, worry, and anxiety, now think of the situation at large and how to act to resolve them. There are a lot of things that you could do. Do not let people feed you with certain news. The people say that once you get the vaccine, you begin to float on the air. Once you put your handy where you got the vaccine, it will stick. There are a lot of funny things that are going on. All right, if you have some fear concerning the vaccine, ensure that you are safe, ensure that you are in a position where you can survive without it. Not that you're exposing yourself to all manner of things and then you're also complaining, you're scared, you're spreading this false news concerning that you float in the air. Let your actions, let your reactions be safe for you, for your family, for your friends, for the entire society. Do not spread news that will hurt people and leave them living in anger and fear. Live with the now and work concerning the future. The last thing in this learning zone that you should ensure that you evaluate every news before you spread them. There are places, there are sites online or sites where you could go and get vital information concerning this. So learn to go to those places and get vital information concerning the current happening in your region. Don't even worry. Some people are in a particular region and they are so concerned. They say that in the north of this country that everybody is finished. But in your own community, you don't even know what is going on. You should so learn to go for information concerning your own community at first, so you can live healthily and safely in that environment before you can pertain to go to information that pertain to other people. So now, after doing that, then you should know and recognize. It is a different thing to know. It's another thing to recognize that people are doing their best wherever they are to ensure that this thing comes to an end. So what do you do to support their best? You also do your best, because when we join our hands together we can make these things work. Together we can conquer and survive in these times. Now, the third zone that we have is very important is the growth zone. Now, things to do to help people around you. The first thing is to think of others and how to help them. There are people in your area, people that are, let me say, they are not really healthy, they are a little bit sick. There are elderly people in your area, there are people who are disabled in your area, people that are handicapped of any kind. So these are the people you should consider after helping yourself and your family to help those people. What can you do to help them? What do they need? Maybe you can help them with simple things like shopping. You can help them with cleaning. You can, even if you cannot do this, you can give them some masks, you can give them some disinfectant, you can give them materials that will help them to remain safe in these times. All right, then the next thing to do in this growth zone, because I had to go together to overcome this situation of COVID-19, the next thing to do is to use your skill, use your talent, use your ability to help people who are not able to also carry out those tasks. Let's join our hands together, using our skills. You see some people offering voluntary health services around them. They are nurses, maybe they are retired nurses, retired doctors, and they have ideas on how to help people medically in their area. So they offer to offer this their medical practice for free in their local hospitals, in their area, to help people who are in need of these services. So use your skill, use your talent, no matter what. The next thing is to live in the present and focus in the future. As I said earlier on, do not be the one who is spreading false news concerning what is going to happen in the next 2 years, when you're not even doing your best to live up to that point. Some people are living their life carelessly, thinking that nothing is happening, and they are also passing across news of falsehood to other people in their area, causing them to live in fear and worry. Right? Live in the present, do your best. Also work towards the future. You're not going to leave your hands folded. Work towards the future greatly, but live your best now, making the best use of your time, your abilities now. And also do not forget to be so empathetic, be so concerned, be so lovely, so caring with yourself and with others. Do what you can in your own ability and capability to help people around you to be able to make it through during this time of COVID-19. And the next thing in this zone is to thank and appreciate others. If you are in a position where you have been receiving help, it could be as little as getting a mask, it could be as little as getting a sanitizer, getting disinfectant, getting people who supply you with water in your area. So you should be thankful, you should be appreciative. Do not live a life of ingratitude. Do not be an ingrate. Thank them, show appreciation the way you can, and also abiding to the rules that are given to you. Also abide to regulations, wearing those masks, sanitizing your hands, washing your hands with soaps. Alright, so do not be the one who is living a life carelessly that people who supply you with this mask begin to wonder why they did supply you those masks. Use them, do not put them in your chin or your jaw, wear them covering your nose and your mask. The next is that you should keep a happy emotional state and spread hope. It's very necessary. A lot of times you see people gathering, with the way things are going, we are finished. With the way things are going, no way. Nobody can survive it. This year, yeah. But if we pass this year, if we sit at the first, we will give our hands to God. You are not spreading news of hope. You're not spreading news of love. You're not spreading news of joy, and you're not living in a good emotional state. Next thing I will have is that you should look for a way to adapt to new changes. Do not be the type that I can't survive like this. I used to gather with my friends after work, and then we have some drink, and then we cheer up, we watch football match together, we saw it, and then we are hugging you. Okay, it is no longer possible that way. Adapt to it, accept it, so that you and those your friends could be healthy. This is the importance. All right, so when you gather together again, I don't know who's coming from where and who has met some people, and they a lot of contacts, you are not sure that you're going to remain healthy. So adapt to new changes, leave those communications, leave those gatherings for now. You can always communicate with your friends on the phone, you can make video calls, a lot of things can use to replace those actions that you had in the past. The last thing that we have for today concerning COVID-19, you should be patient, practice patience, and also practice creativity. A lot of things are happening. You should be patient and look up to God for a change. We're all in the hands of God. Nobody can take charge of these situations if not God. So look forward to having things changed. Do not be the one that is the way it is. No. Who said it's going to? It's not going to happen though. The 10th phase is coming. You're not just the one. You're making things worse for people around you. Instead of doing that, live a news of hope. Live a news of comfort. Build up their emotions with happiness and joy. Okay, get something else to discuss instead of by the way, where are you gathering and discussing those things? There are no more gathering. You should distance yourself from those gatherings. Alright, and then practice creativity. In times where people are trying to adapt to new things, people are still complaining, people are complaining that no job, people are creating new things, new ideas. People are making masks, people are making sanitizer, people are making soaps, people are making on the go sanitizers that they are selling, and they are making profit from it. So be creative, think of ways to create new things to supply to people in the area that they need in this period, and then make more money from it. It could be as simple as getting them water, making water available to them. You can decide to always at your free time go and buy some food items for people who could not afford going to buy them for themselves. You're offering services. This is called delivery. You deliver food items to them according to their request, and you make more money. You are thinking smart. Create new ideas, work with new plans concerning your area, what people need, provide it to them, and then you can make a living from this instead of sitting at the place folding your hands, thinking that all hope is gone, no way, every time. So this is all that we have concerning this topic. I hope you learned something great from it. If you have any concern or question, please do not forget to leave it in the comment section and I will surely attend to it. And if you've not subscribed, maybe you're watching for the first time at this point, you should be able to click the red subscribe button down as you're watching and turn the bell notification on so you'll be aware whenever I post interesting topics like this. Don't forget to share this video with your friends, with your loved ones, your colleagues, your family, so they can benefit from these tips and live the right way during this period of COVID-19. Give us a thumbs up so we can be able to make interesting videos like this. Until my next video, I will see you then. Bye bye.